thing we're going to look at is Humanity Protocol. So as you know, that Humanity Protocol is still a testnet, and all you need to do is to check in every single day to claim RWT, not mistaken, yeah, RWT daily. Okay, and right now they have already announced their tokenomics. Okay, with a 10 billion supply. Community allocation, which is somewhere around 12%, 1.2B. Okay, so continue to check in every single day to claim your RWT, okay, because eventually it will be converted to H. Okay, so this is absolutely free. I think this is 30 million funding, okay, 20 million funding, okay, from Pantera and Jump, which is also quite huge, quite decent funding. Pretty much standard type of airdrop or testnet protocol. Okay, so that's why we decided to put some effort to do this testnet. So yeah, nonetheless, I think maybe it could come very soon for Humanity. Okay, so as for now, it's quite simple. Just check in every single day to collect your RWT, right? That's all. And then, of course, if you can able to refer your friends or family to join this free testnet, it's even more better to accumulate more RWT. Okay, so that is Humanity Protocol. So I think we'll continue to probably, I think Airdrop could be very soon, or Checker. Okay, so continue to check in every single day and to accumulate more RWT. Then next, we're going to see here coming in from Reya. So Reya Network, which is a derivative trading platform. Okay, so if you are trading on this platform, okay, since April 2024, they've been around, I think you should at least qualify for this token. It's quite similar like Hyperliquid, but in terms of funding, I'm not sure. Okay, whether can it able to exceed expectation from Hyperliquid, which I believe most likely it could be a decent amount. It could be like Drip Protocol, or it could be like orderly network. Okay, so it could go both ways here, but I don't expect much coming in from Reya. Okay, so yeah, for those of you who have been trading on this, continue to do it, continue to collect more XP. Okay, probably this is your time to actually make some redemption on your trading fees, right? Okay, and then next we're going to see here again another disappointment coming in from the Cosmos ecosystem, which is Mantra. So Mantra, I believe, is one of the biggest hype for RWA as well. I think in terms of their price, also quite pretty much established, very, very good, right? During the downfall, their Mantra did not really have that much of an impact compared to other altcoins. But again, they have delayed the 10% airdrop, which is supposed to happen on the 18th of March. And then they created the governance token, governance voting system. Okay, I don't know whether this is to buy time, okay, because they claim that there is a lot of CBIL. So the remaining drop, they're actually to do voting, asking feedback or voters to actually, what to do with this remaining Mantra tokens that have been CBIL, right? So eventually the results has been announced and it is called abstain, right? So now this situation, we don't know when will be the 10% to be released to the community or to the farmers or whichever it is, right? So again, I think we've been waiting for quite some time, 5 months already. Okay, 18 March was supposed to be the 10%. So I'm not sure how long they're going to delay again. Okay, so CBIL slaying without single claim, no other dates or schedule affected. Gen drop date will not be announced, but will just be dropped. So again, this could be a sudden drop, sudden move, or they could continue with their, another game again, or probably another proposal or another excuse not to drop the 10%. So yeah, I think people are getting fed up and tired. How long more are you going to give this kind of excuse or to drag? That's the only thing. Okay, so yeah, this is the excuse for Mantra. And then moving on next, you see it coming in from Stakestone. So Stakestone, as you know, I think this one has been quite a while, even last year as well. So we've been doing for school, we've been doing for Linear and others as well. So you might want to check your Stakestone. It's a checker. Okay, so airdrop seems very close, very soon. Okay, so you want to check your allocation. I'm not sure whether it's allocation or probably some traction here, footprint. Yeah, so it's a traction, on-chain traction. Okay, what have you been doing for last, maybe like since last year? Okay, since last year. Okay, and then next in this year coming in from Rome. So I think Rome has been airdrop since early this month. Okay, but I believe not hardly any influencer or YouTuber are actually mentioning on this Rome airdrop. Okay, so I finally have the time to actually, finally realize that I got something from Rome, and you can finally now, burn your tokens, burn your Rome points for Rome tokens, okay, in the app itself. So it's already on live. I think the last time I saw this price was somewhere around like 24, 25 cents, right? So you can able to trade on this exchange by Bitgate, yeah, BitGet, KuCoin, and many more, right? So now it's 16 cents as of today, 16 cents. Okay, so yeah, this is it. You might want to check it out on Roam. So I've been checking in your Wi-Fi every single day, whether it's your home or cafes, shopping mall. Okay, maybe it's a time you want to check your app. Okay, and then you might want to convert or to burn your points for Roam tokens. Okay, because if you don't burn, then you will not get the Roam tokens. So yeah, I think more details you might want to check on their Twitter page on Roam, okay, to find out how you can able to burn. All right, so yeah, and then of course moving on next, I think I'm gonna share with you guys on airdrops that maybe you may or may not want to do. And just my point of view here. Okay, this is just my opinion, and this is just what I feel based on 1 year of farming, 1 year of doing airdrops. So the first thing I want to share is that the airdrops that I'm not planning to do, or probably stay away, or probably learn my lesson from past experience. This first thing is coming in from Sonic. Why I do not want to do Sonic? Because I believe a lot of people are doing this because of, Sony is a big company, public listed company. Okay. And I ran it on last year's Token 2049 event at Singapore. And I asked them what is their funding. They could not even answer, and they probably did not want to tell what is the funding, probably PNC or not. But because Sony is a public listed company, I believe your P&L should also state publicly, right? Every quarter, you will also announce whether your company is making profit or loss. But this is a public listed company, and you're not even sharing how much of funding that's being poured into Sonium. And then many claim that, there are 250 million funding coming in from Sonium. So where is the funding coming from? Right? I want to know where is the funding coming from, because I do not see where is the funding. Raise fund is still undeclared, okay, under crypto rank, and I don't see any, even try to find out from Airdrop or any source, there is no concrete funding of 250 million. I do not see where is this coming from. So again, so much of hype, so much of crypto Twitter influencer are shilling this project because it's a big company. Okay, but even the testnet is not even incentivized. What's more with the mainnet? So again, I do not know. Okay, probably it may drop, but prepare for disappointment. That's all I can say. Okay, so Intract claim that there is a backing of 250 million, but where is the source coming from? Okay, where is the source coming from for 250 million to fund Sonium? I do not see it. Okay, so that's the thing why I'm holding back on doing Sonium. So much hype, so much big project, so much of people are actually shitting on this project. So that's why I tend not to read. Therefore I skip. And then the next one here, okay, is coming in from Sonic. Sonic, as you know, that is previously from Phantom Foundation. They have moved on to Sonic right now. They have rebranded to Sonic. So yeah, at the moment, why I decided not to do Sonic is because, yeah, they have a 10 million funding, no doubt. 10 million funding by VC. Okay, for Sonic. Sonic S has 10 million funding. Okay, Sonic 91. Race 91. I'm not sure whether this is the right one. Sonic S. Okay, 91 million funding. But again, if you look at it, right, if you look at it, the distribution for the airdrop, 25% only will be released. And then the remaining 75% will be vested over 270 days. That is the biggest turn-off when you want to do an airdrop, because you have to look at your risk to reward perspective. Is the risk higher than the reward? Or is the reward higher than the risk? But the way I look at it, you're only claiming it on June. And we don't know the market sentiment. on June afterwards. Maybe it could be even more bearish. And with the holding of 25%, can you be able to compensate what you have been bridging, farming, or you have been spending on gas? Is it worthwhile, doing this airdrop with only the first release of 25%, and then the remaining 75% will vessel 270 days. By that time, it's already bear market. So, yeah, I believe you've got to be, alert, not just doing it for free, not just doing it because, it's all about hype. It's all about, the overrated type of promotion coming in from those crypto Twitter. So yeah, again, I'm saying that this is just my point of view. Okay. And I'm nothing against anyone here. But if you feel like you want to do it, you can do it. Because I feel that I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable to do this hard airdrop. It's because of the vesting. 25% only release, and then the remaining is only released 75% over 270 days. So you do the math, and you gotta measure what will be the outlook like after June 2025, right? So that is the risk to reward that you have to measure. You're not only farming for the sake of farming, but you got to look into an investor's perspective as well. Is your cost of opportunity worthwhile doing this, right? What is your risk to reward? So again, this is an eye-opener, but many do not see this, right? So yeah, it seems that they added 91 million. They have created quite huge already, because last was like 10 million for Sonic, right? It's only about 10 million now. They have raised like 80. It was about 91.54 now. So probably it could be a good drop. Okay, I have no doubt. But again, I do not like this vesting thing. Okay, because it actually creates the risk. It creates more higher risk than the reward, for my perspective. And then last one, we're gonna see here. Okay, another one, also another big hype, which is coming in from Abstract, right? So much hype. Okay, a lot of influencer also shilling this. I do not know why. Then this could be the breakthrough of L2, could be bigger than base, right? So much from LucaNets, NFT, Pengu, or whatever it is, right? We have like 20 million funding by VC, not mistaken, for Abstract. Have an update here under Crypto Rank. But again, one thing that really holds me back from doing Abstract is because of one thing is here, is the hacking incident. Okay, hacking incident, until now, they have not refunded. Okay, you can see a lot of users here are still requesting when is the refund, because they only refund those who put in more than 0.1 ETH. Okay, you can see this was yesterday until now. They haven't refunded. What on earth are they doing? How are refund process? Why do some people get their Ethereum back and others don't? For example, if your money is in the bank and some withdraws it using Amex, Visa, and that's a problem. Is refund still on hold? Look, how many of them has been asking? And again, I don't know whether is there any official admin in this Discord. Okay, because another thing that is holding me back on doing Abstract is because of the bloody AGW wallet. Okay, because if you go to send funds, and if you accidentally send on a base network or outside from Abstract network, therefore your funds is lost. Okay, and it seems that you cannot recover back. Okay, even you try to message the admin, they are not even interested to reply, or there's no reply at all. Okay, so you can see people are losing money here, $40 of Ethereum during this drain. Okay, so I'm not sure. Yeah, because I think a lot of the majority of people are not getting back their funds here. Okay, Cardex is going to refund those who have less than. You see, only those who have more than 0.1 are getting the Ethereum, but the one that's having less, they're not even bothered. And people are still asking when, right? So yeah, again, like I said, if you do not feel comfortable, like for me, I don't do. Don't just do because of this hype. That is a must do. When I see something like this, a red flag, when the moderators or administrators, they're having a PR problem with the community, that is already a turn off. Okay, I do not like this. Okay, and you don't even want to reply or even address the issue, so it's a no-go for me. So 3, Abstract, Sodium, and Sony. Okay, I'm aborting the airdrop. activity. So this is just my point of view, and hopefully you guys can able to understand and to digest. Right? Probably this is may not align with my idea, may not be aligned with yours. So yeah, take it by a grain of salt.